Alright, I want to give all glory and praise unto the Lord. Yahawah by Hashem, Yahawashi, Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahawashi, Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahawashi. I want to give all glory and praise unto those holy and powerful names of Yahawah being the Father, and Yahawashi being the only begotten Son. This is Brother Malachi coming at you again through the Spirit and power Yahawashi, coming in the way of the Baha Shemakak Wadash, which is the Holy Spirit of truth. Giving double honor to the apostles, great millstone, who do will well, to teach well. And I'm coming at you again with another in transit lesson. It's raining right now, so I don't know how that's gonna affect the sound quality, but we'll see. I'll try to talk pretty loud or whatever. I just wanted to really just kind of make this lesson, or make in transit going into basically a dream I had. I wouldn't say it was a vision, because it wasn't a vision, nothing, biblically prophetic or nothing happened, because there's a lot of brothers that get visions and prophetic dreams and things of that nature. I'm not one of those brothers, I don't believe, but the Lord has sometimes given me, little tidbits, sometimes, little spiritual power dreams and things of that nature, but nothing concrete to where it was 100% certain, or it was something that I wanted to share with the saints, and we understand who the saints is according to Psalms the 50th chapter, and we know that those are the Israelites, because we know that the Lord Yahawashi is only dealing with the nation of Israel, consisting of so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay, which makes up the house of the tribe of Israel. But anyway, I just want, as I'm in transit, I wanted to just basically make this particular lesson. It's not going to be long or drawn out or nothing like that. But basically, I had a dream, and I'm not going to go too deep into the dream because, we have dreams, and sometimes they don't always make sense. And for me to describe this dream, it would really just be me saying a whole bunch of shit that really don't make a lot of sense unless you're me. Like, I can't describe it in such a way that it makes a lot of sense for real. It'd just be like, what the fuck? Sort of, kind of. I mean, it made sense, but at the same time, it didn't make sense at the same time. And sometimes dreams be like that. And sometimes what you got to do is, take the spiritual element from it and spit out the bones. Because, this is how it is, this is how it be sometimes. But anyway, the point is, what the dream entailed, though, I will get into a little bit, though. I believe it was a demonic attack. It wasn't, I'm not a brother that has to deal with sleep paralysis a lot. I've dealt with it in the past, but it's really not a big deal to me. Like, I'm always able to, I understand it, and we understand it, what it is. And so, but I'm saying, there's brothers that deal with sleep paralysis. I'm just saying I'm not one of those individuals. But this particular dream and this particular, thing, it was more of like a demonic attack, on me, as I slept. And I know it was some type of spiritual thing, because in the midst of the dream, I didn't wake up. Like, I didn't wake up and get up. But I know that I was conscious, as far as basically, like, in one part of the dream, it's almost like I died or I fainted or I died. I don't know how to describe it. It was a weird dream, and when I fainted or died in the dream, it's like I came to some form of consciousness, but I was still not fully awake yet, but I had some form of consciousness, but I know it was some type of dream, because as I gained that consciousness from either I died or I fainted in the dream, because in the dream, for some reason, I suspect it was a demonic attack, because I had got shot. I had got someone, a familiar spirit, because I believe these demons take on familiar spirits. They might take on a form that you're familiar with. They might take on, they might take on a form as your brother, or a person in the truth that or someone in the world that that you might have had ill dealings with, that you don't like for real, or a family member or something. But anyway, the demon came in the form of someone I knew, and I'm not gonna get into detail. And they shot me with a gun, and I've never been shot before, so I don't know what the fuck that feels like. But in the dream, I felt pain that I could feel. It felt real. It felt really real, actually. I've never felt like pain like that in a dream before that I can remember, you know, that I can recall, you know, off top. Because, you know, when you wake up, you know, you be forgetting dreams and shit. You don't always remember this shit. But, you know, I felt pain that I actually felt like I was shot and I was dying. And I'm like, what the, you know? So, like I said, I don't know if I died or I fainted. But anyway, the main part of the dream was when I woke, after I died and or fainted, I came back to consciousness. Like there was a level of consciousness. Like I woke up, not like woke fully up, but like I could feel myself being in the bed, breathing. And then I closed. I was still, my eyes were still closed, right? And then I closed my eyes again, and I went right back to that very same dream, that very same, like, it was like part 2. But it, you know, but when I went back to the dream after I gained a little bit of consciousness, you know, the whatever demonic spirit it was, or whatever, you know, was talking to me, or, you know, my family was around me as I was, you know, like I said, this dream didn't make a lot of sense. Like I'm trying to explain it the best way I can, but my family was around me for a second, or for a time. It was a short amount of time, and then somebody, whether I don't know who it was, or whether it was my family, or was it me talking to me, or the demon talking to me. He was saying, like, basically, what is your dream? And I got the sense that he was asking me, like, my spirit told me, like, he's asking me, you know, when someone asks you what's your dream is in the world, you know, they basically asking you, what do you want to accomplish? Like, what do you want to do in life? Like, they ask you, oh, what's your dream? You be like, oh, I want to be an astronaut or some shit. But so I perceived that what was going on. Like, okay, whether, I don't know who asked me, but whether it was the demon, my family, I don't know who it was that asked me this question. But, you know, something asked me, you know, what is your dream? Basically, in a roundabout way, what are you here to accomplish? What are you doing on Earth? What's your purpose? What are you doing here? And I don't, like I said, I don't remember who asked, but I looked a particular direction, and I was, and immediately my answer, or my thought in my mind, because I'm in a dream at this point. In the dream, I'm thinking to myself, to be the elect. I'm trying to be the elect. I'm trying to fulfill prophecy. I'm trying to be the elect, like the elect, you know. But I didn't say that. Like, whoever was talking to me, I didn't in the dream, I didn't utter out my mouth that I wanted to be the elect. I didn't say that because I perceived that whoever said that to me was not going to be able to understand what that meant or what that means, you know, because the 144,000, you know, that represents the elect, and the 1/3, that's something that not a lot of people have understanding of or knowledge of. You know, the truth in and of itself, even the names of the Lord, Yahawah and Yahawashi, Yahawah being the Father, and Yahawashi being His only begotten Son, that is not knowledge and wisdom and understanding that people are just privy to. It's not just, that's just normal to know that type of information. So, especially not information about the elect, and, you know. And so I didn't say that. I said it within myself after they asked me the question, like, what are you trying to do? I mean, what's your dream? And I said the answer to within myself. And, you know, and then after I said the answer within myself, I perceived, so like, hold on. I perceived that the demon, or whatever it was, I'm sure it was a demon of some sort, it came back. Or maybe I don't know if I remember seeing it, or if it came back as the familiar spirit, you know. But I felt the presence of it. I felt the presence of it. You know what I'm saying? And it felt wicked. It felt evil. It felt like the intent of the demon was to try to kill me, or to try to, at least fuck with me heavily. And I'm like, and I felt his intent and his demonic intent so much, to the fact that I knew I couldn't do anything. I was powerless. I had no power. I couldn't. I had nothing to defend. I had nothing, and I felt what I would call anxiety, or some type of fear. A level, not a super high level of fear, but a level of panic, a level of, like level 1 fear, something like that. And it started to increase, after he asked me that question, and I answered the question within myself. And then after I answered the question within myself, a few seconds went by, and I felt, that intent, that demonic intent to go ahead and to try to seek to kill me, is what I felt like it was trying to do. And then after I felt that, and I didn't know, there was no way to defend there was nothing that I could do. I just started to call upon the name of the Lord, within the dream. I literally, like imagine yourself being a woman, and someone's trying to rape you, or someone's trying to kill you, but you're a woman though, hypothetically. That's how it felt for me. I started screaming like I don't want to, I was screaming the name of the Lord. The name of the Lord is Yahawashi, Yahawashi. I was like, Yahawashi. I would just, you know how bitches can be hysterical and just get to screaming. That was me within myself, within the dream, because I felt like I couldn't talk. Like whoever asked me that question, and I answered within myself, and then it tried to get me. I was within the dream. I was within my mind in the dream, I guess, or whatever. I was screaming or yelling the name of the Lord, like Yahawashi, Yahawashi, Yahawashi. Like, cause at this point, I don't have it. He got me. The demon got me, and I don't got no, like, I gotta go to the person who can deliver me from this. When you get to the point of I'm at my wit's end, I don't got no one else to turn to. I can't. There's nothing I can do. I'm like, this burden is too high for me. I don't know what the fuck going on. My life is in imminent danger. Now I'm in the dream, and I'm not knowing I'm dreaming. I'm not knowing that this is a dream, until I woke up, of course. But in the dream, I'm screaming the name of the Lord. I'm just screaming the name over and over and over. I probably said the name about a good 3-4 times. And then after that, I woke up. I woke up immediately. After I woke up, after I was probably screaming the name of the Lord 3-4 times, probably like the 3rd or the 4th time, I woke up. I woke right up. And I sat up immediately in my bed. I'm like, man, what the fuck did that mean? Because I'm describing it to you brothers with the way that it felt for me. I can't put it fully all in words so that it can make sense. So I'm just gonna have to describe it the best way I can. And plus, some dreams just be for you to understand, or for you to get the understanding of it, and you just roll out. Not everything's supposed to be given to everybody, but I'm sharing this part, even though it's kind of like all over the place, but still, I believe the message that the Lord wanted to send me within that dream was, when shit get tough, when demons attack, and when something's too high for you, when something's too much for you, you need to go to Yahawashi, Yahawashi. So I'm sharing that particular dream, because it wasn't a vision, it was just a demonic attack in the dream. I'm just sharing it. I'm just, so, hey, whoever watched the videos and shit. But look, so the demon attacked me, and at the end of it, I had to call out to the name of the Lord. So I figured that when I woke up, I tried to understand the dream. I tried to break it down to myself, and I tried to put the clues and the pieces together. Like, what the fuck was that? Why did that happen? Why did they come in as a familiar spirit? What the fuck? Like, why did they come as somebody I knew? Like, what does all that mean? And But at the end of the day, ultimately, I feel it's basically like, look, man, hey, you're gonna need to call upon the name of the Lord, especially if you claim to be in His truth, you claim to serve the Lord. You know, we understand that the Lord said in Sirach, the 2nd chapter, that if you come to serve the Lord, then you're gonna be tempted. There's gonna be diverse temptations, and the Lord might let a demon or might let something get to you temporarily just to see what you're gonna do. And you know, I had a little bit of tears in my eyes. You know, I'm not gonna lie, because you know the demon was I felt the intent of what he was trying to do, even though I didn't see I didn't see nothing trying to I didn't see no like something trying to stab me or something. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I did get shot in the dream, but you know, the second part of the dream, I didn't see all that much. It was kind of like just darkness in a way, if that makes sense. And I just heard stuff, but I felt what I felt, and I know what I felt. So I know that was a demonic attack. But at the end of the day, I called upon the name of the Lord, and you know, He delivered me, man. You know, and I was able to, you know, wake right up and get away, you know, and things of that nature. So I'm just sharing this to say, like, hey, man, we're coming into very, very diverse, tough times where we're not always going to be at the advantage. We're not always going to have, you know, the upper hand, or you know, the Lord might let. What the fuck, man? They tripping on the road right now, man. Satan on the road, even while I'm driving. So you gotta be careful, you know. But I'm good though. But what I'm saying is, man, that we're not always gonna have the upper hand. The Lord Yahawashi might let Satan get the advantage over you for a season, for a second, just to see how you gonna move, just to see if you really about serving the Lord. If you truly about, you know, you teach it, you tell other men to, you know, to do this, say this, you know, when the Lord, you know, when you get afflicted, call upon the name. But when you get afflicted, when shit happens to you personally in your personal life, you know, when it's just you, because we got to seek out our own salvation with fear and trembling according to the scriptures, then what are you going to do? What are we going to do? Are we going to practice what we preach, or are we going to just be people that just talk about it? Because we're coming into some times where we're going to have to call upon the name of the Lord in sincerity and in truth, and you know, and pray to the Lord always. I mean, you know, and I'm just bringing it up, you know, about, you know, that particular dream that happened to me, man. You know, because hey, we're going to be tempted, and we're going to have to call upon the name of the Lord. And the Lord delivered me right away. He came, and I called upon the name, and I woke right up. But you know, there might be a temptation, or there might be something that happened to a brother, or he going through something right now, and he's praying to the Lord, hey, I need help with this and this and this and this and that. And the Lord might not take away whatever that is that you got fucking with you right away. He might let you sit there and just go through that pain for a little while, just to see if you're gonna keep calling upon Him, or is your faith gonna dwindle because you called upon the name of the Lord, but yet the Lord didn't act immediately on your call, or act immediately when you wanted Him to act. You know, so sometimes you gotta call upon the name of the Lord, and He'll see, like, okay, you called upon me, but I ain't do nothing yet. I ain't do nothing yet. Are you gonna forsake me now because I didn't come to your aid immediately when you wanted, or you know, because this truth and everything that we're dealing with the Lord, it's not of us. Everything is of the will of the Lord, Yahawashi. So it's of the Lord's will that He deliver us. It's of the Lord's will that we are the hopeful elect. It's of the Lord's will that we make it home, you know, that particular day from the plantation. It's of the Lord's will that we don't get put to fucking death. You know, it's of the Lord's will that, you know, we don't crash and somebody don't a fucking Mack truck don't come run us over and kill me right now. Or, you know, whatever the fuck business that we taking care of, that we be safe. You know, it's of the Lord Yahawashi to ordain or not ordain death, life, everything. So in that, with all that being said, I just pray that the Lord Yahawashi keep us and keep me, you know, especially 100% within this truth, within this faith, constantly enduring, constantly having faith. Because this truth is about long suffering and having faith and enduring. Because this shit ain't just some gun drops and ice cream ass shit. It's not sweet. It's not barbecue chicken. You know, it's tough, man. And there's many times where I've broken down. There's many times where, you know, tears be in the eyes, man. Teardrops rain down, you know, because we in this captivity. And if you ain't catching hell, and if you ain't really like broke down, or really like just really like, man, what the fuck going on? Like, god damn. And you had to call upon the name of the Lord in such a fashion, then maybe, you know, you should check yourself and see what the fuck going on. You know, because this is not a sweet kingdom. It's not cool. It's not okay. You know, we're sighing and we're crying for the abominations that, you know, that be done in the midst of. We looking to get the fuck up out of here. Brothers are suffering in the body. We need new bodies. You know, through the spirit, man. We need Yahawashi. We need Yahawashi ultimately to go ahead and get us up out of this, man. Get us up out of this. Rescue us, man, from our enemies, man. We got enemies, heathens. You know, Psalms the 83rd chapter. You know, individuals, all that, you know, things of that nature that hate us, man. So we gonna need protection. We're gonna need help. We're gonna need the hand. We're gonna need Yahawashi to stretch forth his hand, and we're gonna have to, you know, take the Lord's hand and things of that nature, man. So I just pray that this video was edifying. It's going on 21 minutes, and I don't want to make this video long. You know, I just want to make that point. You know, that, hey, man, that we're gonna have to call upon the name of the Lord and have faith in that name, and the Lord's gonna test us if we really do have faith in that name. And I'll probably make a separate video some other time going into this, because the men of the Lord went through demonic attacks. The Lord Yahawashi, our Lord and our Savior, went through demonic attacks, and he had to do what? He had to practice what he preached. He had to put on Yahawah, who's the Father, man. You know, and we're gonna do the same thing, man. When we get tempted, or when we go through diverse situations and evil comes our way, we're gonna hold fast to the name of the Lord and not bitch up. You know what I'm saying? Because, hey, that's the name of the game. So with all that being said, man, I want to say, you know, shalom unto brothers, man, and call all Yahawashi that we continue on into the end, man, enduring to the end, man. So all that being said, shalom.